the right angle. Let's try that. Perfect. Hey everybody, NG5 here. Um, how do I word this? First of all, I can't stress enough for the fact that my camera still doesn't want to flip the right way. I've tried and tried, but for some reason I just can't get it to flip normally. I'll try working on it a little later, but as the title suggests, this is gonna be the first time I do. You could call it a food review or mukbang. I don't care what you call it. Actually, I need to grab some real quick. Be right back. Yeah, this is basically just gonna be a food review. I'm not gonna do like a Nikocado avocado where I just stuff my face or anything like that because that'd be disgusting. As the title suggests, it's from BJ's Steakhouse. It's a restaurant. I'm sorry, restaurant and brew house. My bad. So let's see what we got here. Again, I'm not making this a mukbang. Don't worry. But they do have good food. I know that. So let's get the stuff out. They've got good options. I'll say that. They're known for steaks. They're known for other things. But they do have some pretty good healthy options. I'll say that. Here, it's that in the bag there. Oh, it's other eating utensils. I don't need them. Sorry. Okay. So, what I got, and it's a simple dinner. It's nothing extravagant or anything. Let's see. Let's try out showing you this without. There we go. Without toppling the food because that'd be a waste of food. That would not be good. So I got. That looks pretty good. It's grilled chicken, a little bit of steak, and some white cheddar mashed potatoes. And then, of course, a Caesar salad. Now, what I could do if I wanted to be a little bit creative is cut up the chicken and put it in the salad, but I'm only going to take like one bite of each, and then also, they're well known for also making for making root beer. And man, they've got some good root beers. They've also got like a cream soda, and they've got some other stuff like that. So, I'm just gonna take a bite of the salad first. Let's see, where is my fork? If I was Nikocado avocado right now, I would be like, something like that. He does this one face where he blinks really quick. I can't do that, but he's like, something like this, I think, and then he'll be like, if I were to drop the food, he'd be like, he'd do something like that. And then he would go in, if I were to drop food right now, he'd be like, it's your fault. And I'm like, why? I don't understand why Nikocado thinks that having 5 channels and just stuffing his face with unhealthy food. Like, if you look at what I just showed you, the Caesar salad, the grilled chicken, I would honestly say, the steak has protein, obviously. The only little downside to what I got was the mashed potatoes, because that's carbs. And a little bit of the croutons in the Caesar salad. Probably the dressing itself, too, has a little bit of calories. But what he eats is like McDonald's, Taco Bell, all the unhealthy fast food stuff. And to the one person watching, hello. This is one of my first few times I've done a video like this. No, come back. Probably one of my subscribers is like, why is he just eating? Another good Caesar dressing. One other thing that Nikocado does, I guess I could talk a little bit about how Nikocado is he's basically killing himself. Lucas Daniel, hi. Let other people know I'm doing a little food review. Mini mukbang, I guess you could say. But yeah, Nikocado avocado. If I start rambling, I'm sorry. Let's give the salad a go first. I'll try not to chew with my mouth open. That's a good salad right there. Excuse me. I don't mean to chew with my mouth open. If I did, I'm sorry. But that Caesar dressing is really good. Let me finish doing here. Mmm, that's a good salad. I might eat a little more on camera. I don't know. Let me see how this root beer is. If any of my viewers have a BJ's restaurant brew house in your area, I highly recommend it because they not only do steaks, they have sandwiches, they have burgers, they do have healthy options like fish and everything too. Mmm, that's a good root beer too. I think they make them from scratch, but my brain's a little eh. All right, on to I'm gonna try a bite of each from the chicken, the potatoes, and yeah. Start with the potato. A small bite here. I forget where the camera. There it is. It's over in this corner here where my other finger's pointing, but that's the white cheddar mashed potato. Pretty good. I would say it needs a little bit more flavor. The cheese in the potato is there, but it could use maybe a little more flavoring. If you threw in some like garlic or seasoned salt or something like that, that could work. Now for the chicken. Mm. Mm-hmm. Chicken is really well flavored. It's good and juicy. It's not dry. When a restaurant makes something and it's dry, um, it's bad. I do not like dried chicken. I know you're the only one watching, Lucas. Um, I'll be right back. I'm gonna let some people know through another means. If you see me at the other side of the room, I'm just letting some other people know. Do, do, do. Here. It's gotta feel weird here. Yeah, you can barely see my head on the screen. Okay. Just need to let someone know. And it looks like someone else joined, so let's see. Check chat. Whoop, I do not want to let that fall. Yep, still loading, Lucas. Alright, let's move on to the steak. I might eat a little more. That steak's got some stuff on it. I think it's a. They were talking about like a barbecue pepper sauce. Let's see here. Ooh, perfect. I love it. I'm one of those guys that with steak, I've always liked it on the medium rare side. It has a little more juice to it because the more you cook it, the more I think it dries out. It's got a little potato on it, so this is a pretty big piece, but let's give it a shot. Mmm. Mmm. Wow. That's the stuff that was on the steak. It's really savory. It's got a little spice, not like hot, but like a nice little spice to it. I think I got something on my lips. 1 second. There we go. So I'll keep eating a little longer, but I wanted to ramble a little. The steak has a little bit of savoriness to it, and it also has a little sweetness to it. So that's a good steak. But I wanted to talk a little bit about Nikocado avocado, like I was mentioning. The thing is with him, and I've noticed this, he eats a ton, and I mean a ton, of unhealthy food. I normally don't talk about YouTubers that much, but in this case, I know a lot of people have been talking about him, and I wanted to throw my 2 cents in. If you've seen any of his videos, it's like piled up to like about here with all kinds of unhealthy foods from McDonald's, from Taco Bell, KFC, wherever. It's just he buys a boatload of food and just goes nom 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 blah, blah, you know? Me, I've got a simple dinner right here. Again, the only thing I would say is a little bit on the bad side in terms of watching my own physical and mental health. I would only say the mashed potato. I would only say that's the only part of the dinner that's a little bit it might put on a half pound or something. Um, and the fact that Nikocado also says it's just water weight or whatever, it's just like, dude, no, I can see the big fat he has right here that's hanging off his head. He's got. I'm not blasting him, but what people have seen, he's got what's called the bingo wing, where you see a bunch of fat holding off right here. He looks like a he looks like Violet Beauregard and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He's that wide. Um, I I can't understand why Nikocado Avocado is still making content and blasting anybody that disagrees with him. I just can't understand why someone would be that delusional. Hmm. In thinking that they're okay and everyone else is in the wrong. Again, he loves to say it's your fault that he's fat or that something broke. He'll put the blame on everybody but himself, and many other YouTubers, including myself, have come to the realization because of the stuff he eats, which is high processed sugar, I think something along those lines, fat and salt. Um, it's gonna not only cause him to have like high blood pressure, but it's gonna mess him up mentally because I think it changes your brain chemistry if you keep eating those fast foods. Because I think all that stuff just it keeps getting in your head, and eventually it just alters you basically. So you want to try to keep that in check. Um, what else about Nikocado? Recently he's shown that he has to use one of those electric shopping carts, and he still sees himself as skinny. And I'm thinking, dude, you've said in your YouTube videos you are, it's mind-boggling how he thinks he's okay and everyone else is in the wrong. And I want to say the reason why he's like that is because of what he eats. Now, I know some people think that eating beef, in this case, is bad for you. And in a way, it can be, depending on where it's made, what was fed into that cow, I believe. And welcome back, Lucas. Oh, 3 people are here. Yay! Comment, say hi. Um, I'm doing a little mini mukbang, and I'm talking about Nikocado avocado. Anyway, um, steak in some cases can be good for you. It's got protein, but it does have a little bit of fat, and sometimes there's a little ring of fat that goes around it. Um, Normally I do cut that stuff off. So let's have another bite of this. This is really good here. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. I am sorry. I can't get over how good that sauce is on the steak. It is so good. It's got a little hint of sweetness that just makes it all the better. Uh, let's have another bite of that salad. There we go. Mm. And we're down to one again, but that's okay. If if this was Nick Akali, he'd be like, only one person is live streaming. Why am I not getting it? That's pretty much what Nikocado Avocado would do. He'd start whining, I think, of like why there aren't any more viewers than there are. Like if you start seeing the viewer count go down downtown, he'd be like, "It's your fault that I'm not getting more viewership." That's pretty much Nikocado in a nutshell. He cries, he whines, he's a man child, and he has the most childish of child temper, you know? I think this is supposed to if you ever go to BJ's, they have like a kind of a mug. I think it's about the same size as this. So there's that. Let's see. I'll go 3.5 more minutes. Um I guess I can wrap it up by saying stories in the States. I know some people will watch this later. Stories in the States, the main filming guys, school's coming up again. And I've been trying to get myself to learn Sony Vegas. I've been trying to. I had a problem with my computer and I had a lot of trouble with it. I had to reset it, lost a lot of stuff, including some of the models that I would be using. I have to reinstall them. But I'm not canceling it, but I am going to suspend it for a little bit. It's going to be on the shelf for the time being until I can get things back on track, no pun intended. Um, as for other things like model railroading, I'm sorry I haven't been really filming all that much. Hopefully next week I'll start filming more often at my model railroad club that I go to. Disney vlogs that I did on a near bi-weekly to a month basis. Excuse me. COVID really messed things up. I'm gonna try to go to Disneyland maybe at the end of this month. Not this month because it is the end of this month. Next month. I might try to go back towards the end of next month. If that doesn't work, I might go back for Mickey's Halloween party if it's still going. And for those that are wondering what I think of the current COVID Delta virus, I say if you get your 2 shots, you're good. There's still a chance you'll get the COVID Delta, but your body's ready for the COVID Delta virus. If you haven't got your 2 shots, I would recommend getting them because if you don't get them, it's either you feel the shot doesn't work or you're just ignorant. I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm mean, but I would recommend everyone get their 2 shots. You know, we're getting closer to beating COVID. With the new surge, it's like we're not going to close down, but it's recommended that you still wear a mask if you haven't gotten your 2 shots. If you have, you just have to wear it indoors, like in a public area, which is fine by me. Anyway, I wanted to do a kind of an update video, but at the same time I thought, how can I make it a little more creative? So I decided to do, I guess you could say, a very mini mukbang, because I didn't really eat a whole lot on camera, but that's okay. Food review, whatever you want to call it. But it's also an update video about what's going on this channel, and don't expect something like this to be like a recurring thing on a daily basis, because if I did that, I wouldn't be happy. This was just kind of a fun little way of doing an update video, I guess, along with a little rambling. But anyway, I'm NG5, and I don't know what you're going to expect next on this channel. Until next time, see you later.